The mystery of Sacsayhuamán. On the outskirts of Cusco, Peru, the ancient capital of the Inca Empire, rise the colossal stone walls of Sacsayhuamán. Built from massive limestone boulders, some weighing over 200 tons, these walls fit together with astonishing precision, so tight that even a razor blade cannot slip between them. The site, once a fortress and ceremonial center, is one of the most impressive legacies of Inca engineering. But it also poses one of the greatest puzzles of archaeology. How did the Inca move, shape and fit such enormous stones without iron tools, wheels or mortar? For centuries, the mystery of Sacsayhuamán has fueled debates among historians, engineers, and alternative theorists alike. Was this the work of the Inca alone, or could it be the legacy of an even older, forgotten civilization? The setting: Cusco, navel of the world. Cusco was considered by the Inca to be the navel of the world, the center of their empire. Sacsayhuamán overlooks the city from a high plateau, a vantage point that allowed its defenders to control access to Cusco. Spanish chroniclers who arrived in the 16th century were awestruck by the massive walls. They described stones so large that no 10 yoke of oxen could move them, and wondered how a people without beasts of burden, the Inca had no horses or oxen, could transport such monoliths. The strategic and ceremonial importance of Sacsayhuamán cannot be overstated. It was both a fortress guarding the Inca capital, and a sacred place tied to their cosmology. But the true marvel is the construction technique itself. The stones, giants in limestone. The walls of Sacsayhuamán are made of gigantic polygonal stones, meticulously cut and fitted together without mortar. Some stones stand over 8 meters tall and weigh as much as a fully loaded Boeing 747. What is most remarkable is the precision. Irregularly shaped stones interlock perfectly, as though sculpted to match each other's contours. This not only created a seamless wall but also made it incredibly durable. Sacsayhuamán has withstood centuries of earthquakes that reduced many colonial buildings in Cusco to rubble. The question remains, how were such stones cut so precisely? Without steel tools, the Inca supposedly used harder stones like diorite as hammers. Yet replicating the smooth, exact joints seen at Sacsayhuamán with primitive tools seems almost impossible. Moving the immovable. Transporting stones weighing over 100 tons without wheels is a challenge even today. The Inca are believed to have used ropes, ramps, and sheer manpower. Chronicles mention thousands of men hauling stones with synchronized effort, often chanting as they worked. But even with thousands of workers, moving stones of 200 tons across steep terrain would have been a nearly superhuman feat. Some stones were quarried more than 30 kilometers away. The logistics of hauling them up slopes and fitting them precisely in place remain one of the great enigmas of ancient engineering. Earthquake-proof engineering. Peru lies in a seismically active region, and Cusco has endured countless earthquakes. Yet the walls of Sacsayhuamán remain standing, while colonial Spanish structures crumbled. The secret lies in the polygonal masonry. The stones' irregular shapes and tight fits allow them to dance during quakes, moving slightly and then settling back into place without collapsing. This ingenious technique gave the Inca some of the most earthquake-resistant architecture in the world. For modern engineers, Sacsayhuamán is a lesson in resilience. For historians, it's further proof of the Incas' extraordinary skills. Legends of the stones. Local Quechua legends add another layer of mystery. Some stories claim the stones were moved by sound, with priests using chants and trumpets to levitate the boulders. Others say the walls were built by the giants of Andean myth, beings of immense strength who lived before humans. Spanish chroniclers often dismissed these tales as superstition. But for the Inca and their descendants, the walls of Sacsayhuamán were more than just fortifications. They were sacred monuments infused with spiritual power. Alternative theories. Beyond mainstream archaeology, some theorists argue that Sacsayhuamán predates the Inca. They suggest it was built by an earlier unknown civilization with advanced stoneworking techniques that were later inherited by the Inca. Others link Sacsayhuamán to the global puzzle of megalithic sites, from Egypt's pyramids to the stones of Baalbek, proposing that ancient civilizations may have shared forgotten technologies or knowledge. Though controversial, these theories reflect the awe Sacsayhuamán inspires. Its walls seem to defy simple explanations, leaving room for speculation about lost sciences or even extraterrestrial influence. See Legacy of Sacsayhuamán. Today, Sacsayhuamán is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of Inca ingenuity. Every year, it hosts Inti Raymi, the Festival of the Sun, a modern revival of ancient Inca rituals. For archaeologists, it remains a reminder of the Incas' ability to accomplish the seemingly impossible with limited tools. For locals, it is a place of pride and identity. For travelers, it is a wonder that raises more questions than answers. Sacsayhuamán's legacy is not just in its massive stones, but in the mystery they embody. Proof that humanity's past still holds secrets we have yet to uncover.